What's going on? Today I'm going to be playing with some Universal Rock paneling. This is their wood panel, and Stuart from Universal Rock sent this over to me. I'm very excited because I love their product. It is a really cool, easy to work with product. We also have the shell of what is supposed to be one of his coolers, which I can show you later, but it looks to me like this could be an amazing hide for one of my arboreal croc monitor lizards. So he gave this to me to experiment with. So we'll see if I can make it to that today. But first, what I'd like to do with this panel is head on over here to the black-throat monitor enclosure that we set up with the sun catcher enclosure. You know there's an indoor and outdoor portion to this, and it is connected by this corrugated drainage tubing, and I want to cover and wrap it with that paneling. So I got to kind of figure it out here today. We're going to need to go wide. I'm kind of envisioning wrapping it loosely. We're going to kind of have to stitch it together somehow, attach some of it to this, but I'd like to kind of give it a flange so that it just looks like a tree trunk or something is kind of stuck up here. So who knows? I'm going to get creative. We're going to have fun with it. We're going to experiment. And you're going to see it all and see how it looks when it's done. Another concern I have here is because of all the hurricanes we have, I think I may want to take this tree down at some point, because the bigger it gets, the more danger it poses to this cage. Now that's unfortunate. I hate to cut trees down, but when it comes to my animals and their enclosures, I am definitely going to want to take care of that. So I'll have to do something about that soon as well. Okay. So let's get to work. We're gonna measure, we're gonna get things figured out, and I'm excited. Who knows what's gonna happen? So let's see how it all turns out. Okay, Universal Rocks does it again. Check it out. I think that looks awesome. I might just trim up here a little bit, make it a little more rugged so we don't have that kind of right angle. But I do think this went on very easy. I could also take another remnant piece, hide it here. I can hide that. So, but I do love the way it flares out. Now let me show you what I did on the inside. Pretty stoked about this little process. And it's one of those things is as you work with the panel, you can kind of come up with your own techniques or use techniques that I actually used to use when I was working with stone and actual concrete. You can take the remnant pieces and create texture. You can create kind of 3 dimensions. So there's our hole. It covers up the side of the panel that's just the foam. I like it. I'm pretty stoked on this. I think this looks way more natural, gives it a little bit more of a finished look than our just plain plastic. So really excited about this. Gonna be cool to see these guys coming in and out of it. Yeah, kind of a simple process. So, you know, good old Universal Rocks, man. They have made my life easy. So very, very cool. You can see now this looks just like a log that's hollow, and these guys can kind of wander in and out of it. On this side, we're blocked by this little palm tree. We can, of course, take remnants, screw it into here, no big deal, but I think it's really doing a great job. And this is durable stuff. We use zip ties to hold it together very simply. And my gosh, yeah, that's awesome. So you can actually do a lot with that panel. So I was thinking, as I was working, what am I going to use as a facing for this log? What would I do? What can I do? And I'm sitting here pondering, oh, do I just put wood? Am I going to keep it out of, you know, keep it out of the way, hidden? It's got these kind of angles on it, this angle iron right there. But then I was thinking again, I was like, wait a second, Kenan, look at all this. What if I just cut this in a circle, get it on there, and that is a durable foam, so it's insulated, foam piece that I can literally attach. I can get screws into here and I can put a clip here and just, it's kind of a flexible lid if I need to get the animal out. Because if I wanted to, I could actually lay this log horizontal or I can make it vertical, I don't know. But that's kind of what I was thinking about. So I think that's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna go ahead and use the Universal Rock as my lid, if you will. We just need a simple hide, something that is gonna be keeping this animal warm during the winter. And I, of course, have our Fluker. I think I have some right over here. Let me, yep, I do. I see it. We've got our Fluker heat tape right here that I was using in another application that I've got ready. So this will go around the inside diameter of our hide. I'll show you. Do something like this. And I won't have to really modify this too much to where I'm gonna ruin the integrity of the actual, you know what I mean? Like I can do something like that. If I wanted to, I can get some of this bark and cover it. But yeah, I think this will keep it nice and warm, very simple. I'll just go ahead and tack it in with maybe some small screws, just boop, right on the edges. And then that'll look good and that'll be pretty dialed. So I think that's my plan. I think it's the simplest way. And then I'm either gonna cut a hole in this area for the animal to go in and out of, or I'll cut a hole in here. Just a big enough hole for the lizard to come in and out of. I don't know what I want to do yet. I'll decide soon. But yeah, pretty stoked. Then, of course, I'm going to want to put it up somewhere. I think I've got a good spot for it. I think we'll try it with Lulu, the croc monitor, because she likes to coil into things. So I'm going to get to it, friends. Yeah, let's get to it. Oh, would you look at that? It's hanging here. I figured it actually worked out perfect because I had guessed that maybe I'd get lucky and this would work. So I used some washers and some of those nice lag screws, and we got it in, and it's just kind of hanging here. Now what I'll probably do is get a nice log, secure it so it doesn't wobble back and forth. But here she is. I had to disassemble the old one. I just want it out of here. This is so much more clean. We've got so much ground space now. It's so clean. We've got the Universal Rock water bowl over there. We've got the Universal Rock Lulu hide. I'm definitely going to want more of these. I think this is going to be really cool. She's a little freaked out because of everything that just went on. But yeah, I can just kind of move this around here. Just kind of scatter the soil, maybe throw a fresh load of, oh, look at that, there's a lizard. Anyway, we'll just kind of scatter this around. She's being a very good girl though. She's definitely realizing I'm not trying to hurt her. I'm gonna have to cut a few of these off. I damaged them, but no big deal. Everything's looking good in here in our custom cages sun catcher, and I think this looks amazing. What do you guys think? Let me know in the comments below. What do you think about everything I did today? I got a lot done. I'm super excited about that. I think this looks tremendous. All that's left for me to do now is clean up, relax, and get some lunch, which I'm happy about. Awesome. I love this enclosure. It's just incredible. She's been doing so very well in it. And look, there's Slinky saying hello to everyone. But here she is, just hanging out. Oh, you gonna huff and puff? What are you gonna do? What are you gonna do? What a beautiful girl. She's just kind of hanging out, looking at that camera, and we love her. So again, guys, check it out. I can just lift this if I want. I can get in, no problem. Very ingenious, if I do say so myself. It looks awesome. So I want to shout out Stuart at Universal Rocks for always hanging or sending me really cool stuff and allowing me to experiment, because who knows, maybe he and I can come up with something cool for some of your animals. What do you guys think? Let me know in the comments below. I'm digging this. This is a simple design. The animal's going to stay warm. We kept the cutout part so when it is cold I can plug it up. We'll throw the heater in here, just a little Fluker heat tape. It'll keep it warm. And my gosh, I mean, if it can keep your drinks cold as a cooler, I'm sure it can absolutely keep your lizard warm when it's a little bit cool outside. So there you go. All right, everyone, I hope you enjoyed today's video. I had a fun time doing it. It's good to get back to work here on the farm and making these animals' lives better. Hope I've inspired you. And yeah, reach out to Universal Rocks, give them a follow on Instagram, check out their website, universalrocks.com, and you can see all the really cool items that they make to make your reptiles enjoy a more naturalistic environment, even if they are in captivity. All right, everyone, I'll talk to you later. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Later.